Rivers crisis deepens. Nigeria Air 2.6 billion naira investigation. EFCC quizzes Ethiopian Airlines CEO. 11 Americans discover Nigerian roots at the New York Ancestry DNA event. Brace for more flooding, NIMET tells Lagos, Ogun, Osun, Edo, FCT areas. Contractors get 3 months to fix 260 federal government road projects. Lagos accounts for 104 out of 113 cholera cases in 1 week. FHCCJ declines Jahaya Bello's bid to transfer case to Kogi. Okay, which story are we starting with?
Okay, we have our new cousins, sisters, and brothers, 11 of them. Who have
cousins, sisters, and brothers.
Where are they from?
They are Americans who have their link to Nigeria established by the DNA testing. They call it, sorry, quickly.
Ancestry DNA.
Ancestry DNA. And all 11 of them have decided to visit our embassy in America and show allegiance. So they are either Igbo, Hausa, Fulani Yoruba, Yoruba, Hausa, Fulani Kanuri. That's what their links showed.
Wow.
Malika Harris, Shatara Corbett. In case you see them for street for US, Ozino, Dario Trey, Antonia Cole,
that's
Brown.
Beautiful.
She had them plenty, 11 of them. So our consulate in New York had a celebration. They convened at the embassy, and it was emotional. They call it Africa Ancestry Reveal Ceremony.
Oh, wow.
And according to the statement held at the house, it highlighted the deep historical connections between Nigeria and the African diaspora. And it's exciting, really.
It is.
There were 8 others who discovered their ancestry to Cameroon, the Gambia, Senegal, Ghana, Niger Republic, but our own cousins are these 11.
All right, any man to go to New York and look for them. Okay, which other story in the nation?
So the Nigeria Center for Disease Control, NCDC, has said that the country has recorded 113 cases and 7 deaths of cholera in 1 week, June 17 and 23. NCDC made this known in the situation report for the week, 25 published on his website. That was yesterday. And the recent report indicated that 3 states, Lagos, Ogun, and Kaduna, have reported cases of the disease across 21 local government areas. He also said that the cases recorded, Lagos accounted for 104 and Ogun 7, while Katsina had 1. And according to the report, as at June 23, a total of 1,579 suspected cases were recorded, with 54 deaths. And, that was recorded from 32 states. It stated that Lagos, with 537 cases, accounted for 34% of the suspected cases. They also indicated that the suspected cases, started from the beginning of the year, and age 5, that's the ages of the children, were mostly affected, and that aggregates for both male and female at the same time. Now, they went ahead to explain to us again what cholera is. It says a water and foodborne disease caused by ingestion of Vibrio cholerae, which comes through contaminated water, and that is usually, contaminated by the feces of the infected individuals, which can happen at the source, and you can get it through either transportation, storage from home, and all of that. And if the food is contaminated by salt hands, that can now begin to spread while people are consuming different types of food. But NCDC said that a part of their response activities included the distribution of medical supplies for case management, infection prevention and control, laboratory to medical centers nationwide. They also have provided support to states like Lagos and Ogun, following up with the report's progress as it is. So people just need to be more careful and see how we can curb this cholera.
Okay,
so I have the story of the Nigerian Air on the 2.6 billion investigations going on. As we know, earlier on in the month, the former Minister of Aviation, Sirika, his daughter, his son-in-law, and a certain company, they were alleged that the 2.7 billion was stolen. So as they now invited the CEO of the Ethiopian airline, and as part of the ongoing probe of the 2.6 billion allegedly spent on Nigerian Air, as EFCC has debriefed top officials on Ethiopian Airlines on some of its findings on the botched project. In the course of findings, our operatives also discovered that the Ministry of Aviation was indebted to Ethiopian Airlines to the tune of 211,000 billion naira.
211 billion.
Billion.
Okay.
So he said, as part of our investigation, we want to find out how about the 2.6 billion that was alleged spent on the botched air. They were asking the Ethiopian airline. Listen, and then the Ethiopian airline now came out and said, you people are even owing us. You are owing us. But then they said, so far, we are able to uncover 1.3 billion spent on the consultancy contract for Nigeria. And they said, according to the agreement on Nigeria, Ethiopian Airlines had a 49% equity stake, federal government 5%, and a consortium of 3 Nigerian investors, 46%. But the deal, however, got crashed because Ethiopian Airlines withdrew from the deal. So they now went ahead to say that the Aviation Development Minister, Festus Keyamo, said he remains suspended. That is, Air Nigeria remains suspended. It was never Nigeria Air. It was not Nigeria Air. That's the truth. It was only painted Nigerian Air.
All right. Terrible. That scandal is crazy, and I hope that they're able to resolve that. So following the heavy rain that happened in some parts of Nigeria, those of us that experienced the flash flooding in Lagos that resulted in loss of properties, deaths of a couple of people, NIMET, that's our meteorological agency in the country, has said that we should expect more rains. Specifically, they are saying that July 9th, which is today, I hope they are correct. Well, not that I hope they are correct, but it's until we trust their predictions that we don't know that they know what they're talking about. So, said today, moderate to heavy rains expected over parts of Bauchi, the Kaduna, Adamawa, Nasarawa, and Federal Capital Territory. They also listed Lagos, Ogun, so we'll see how that goes today. But they're expecting some serious rain coming up 11th of July. Says in Zamfara, Kano, Jigawa, Bauchi, Sokoto. So they're giving us more specific dates now. Yeah, we're hoping that people would get this information and then begin to prepare. It's a bit close, but hopefully Nigerians
can tell from the cloud how that it might rain. You would see. Yesterday was a terrible cold, drizzling all through. The clouds were really heavy. Yeah, it was. So even me, I'm already praying. God forgive us. And when this rain finally for letting off flood and carry us away, you can see that. So you to use your head
to start moving.
And check the clouds.
So that means we shouldn't go out on that day.
Oh, you gotta move. Go to your auntie's house in the other.
If your area is flooded.
Flooded, yes. You need
to on the island. Find your aunties on the mainland and start traveling down. Come down here and stay here, so you'll be protected.
Ouch.
Federal government suspends food imports duty. Partner states on farming. Picture here of outrage as Russian missiles kills 33 in Ukraine Children Hospital. Fubara court bars River CJ from accepting impeachment notice. Excuse me. Local airlines project 980 naira to the liter. Aviation fuel meets Dangote. Human rights, democracy, economic growth, key issues in the Samoa agreement. Fuel spread as petrol hits 1,100 naira to the liter in Abuja. Chai. Okay, which story are we taking in?
A major headline, and we are responding to the situation on ground. So the federal government has given a 150-day, that's 5 months, free duty import for maize, wheat, and others. According to the Minister for Agriculture and Food Security, this 150 days would, of course, is to respond to the hardship on ground. They said that they'll be suspending duties, tariffs, taxes for the importation of these food items through land and sea borders. And they mentioned all the items and said this, of course, is to reduce the demand for forex also. And some agencies are already responding that, of course, this would influence or affect positively inflation and reduce a lot of things. The quarterly statistics from the CBN showed that the country exported a large amount of food from foreign countries, despite all the ban and everything, and being touted as the basket of food basket of Africa. Yet we have that. So they've considered that. I hope that this would mitigate the scarcity and hardship, since insecurity is not allowing us to farm internally.
Okay, let me take about the Samoa agreement, because we have discussed people's skepticism about the Samoa agreement. So the government has come out to tell us some of the idea, the principles that covers the agreement. If you recall, this agreement was signed last year, November 15th, and it's Africa, Caribbean, and Pacific countries alongside the EU relations. So it's an EU relations contract with these 79 countries that include the African, Caribbean, Pacific. So the principles priority areas are democracy and human rights. So when we have issues of human rights being infringed upon, we can hold governments accountable, saying, listen, we are part of this agreement, and you can get these international unions to also come and intervene in some of these things because we are part of these agreements. Sustainable economic growth and development, climate change, human rights, social development, peace and security, migration and mobility. So these are some of the issues that we agree with these countries to make mobility and migration easier. So there are benefits to these agreements. Yeah. Now you and they talk to. Let's go. Let's go on a short break. When we come back, we continue with our review. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.